Hello and welcome to the. Oh God! I didn't look at the episode number.
33. I'm saying.
We gotta check.
My guess is 33.
We're such a beautifully professional
We
podcast that we have to check the number before I can state my name, channel name, and intention. That was piss poor. That was really piss poor.
It was.
Lots of things have been going on. We've actively been saying, because as you'll know, we usually wing these episodes to hell and back. We might, yeah, it's 33. This could be. I want to see if there's any comments actually on the Falmouth video.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm quite curious.
Why not? Yeah, this basically we haven't even started the episode yet.
We'll get there.
I was going to say that. I got to say
there's just two comments from Jack F. What the fuck is this?
Okay, cheers, Bridget.
Someone saying no idea.
Great, thank you everyone.
Good.
Thank you, Jack F.
That went down well.
How's the views, guys?
We're a bit slacking at the moment.
Thank you,
went
Jack
through a
F.
phase. Went through a phase. Basically, Gammon did well, and Parker in the thumbnail. We need to actually follow through.
We need to go back to.
That was a good idea.
The problem is it's piss poor weather at the minute.
Yeah, we'd have to plan it a good way. Yeah, we need to get
people back up.
People in the thumbnail. Guests. People get interested in people in the thumbnail.
We've got guests lined up. So
yes, I will be seeing if I can engineer that today, and I will need your life schedule to see if I can engineer that. Okay. Hello and welcome to the Mediocre podcast. I am James, the Nerdy Brit Skinner.
And I am Fraser Oliver.
Thanks for dealing with that slightly messy intro, but that's the branding. Oh God, I really think my foot went in frame there. Sorry, boys.
But
I'm not.
The rest of the podcast will not be that like I feel like this podcast is going to be. Good.
this might not be shite.
Usually we absolutely shit ourselves through these waffle episodes, but I've got some notes that are actually like full conversations. We've got a great tier list segment planned.
Yeah,
you've got something going on.
This could be an hour.
We might not have to push it to an hour. This might actually be an hour.
I've got a lot going on in my life.
Okay, talk to me.
Well, I'm ill.
Okay.
And I've been talking to you about this. No, this is for like when you get to do drinks first. Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
That's it. I don't think I've ever tried Vimto.
Neither have I. Well, I've had. So there's like a fizzy version of Vimto
which
that I have had.
Know about. I didn't know.
Unless I'm making this up, but I've never had a still
not?
Vimto.
No, this looks.
No, it's got a sports battle.
I love a sports cat. Not very environmentally friendly.
It's my fucking thumb to open, James. I'll tell you that.
I've been telling you about this, haven't I?
Yeah.
That because my phone charger doesn't properly charge.
You've got a rock hard thumb.
I've genuinely been developing thicker skin on my thumb. I've kind of got the knack a little bit more now. I've kind of just got like a technique.
Shitting thumb.
But I went through a phase where every time I needed to charge my phone, it was 15 minutes to get it at the right angle.
Honestly, we'd be watching it, you'd be like, right, I'm going to put my phone on charge.
I'd be gone 20 minutes.
Plus stoppage time, he comes down, right, it's on charge.
And then you also just have to leave it. If you are incredibly careful, you can kind of turn it on and check it in position.
But you can't sometimes I'll lay in bed with my phone on charge while on TikTok. You're not going to hope in hell.
Never again.
Never before and never.
That would be the problem. Is if, for example, charging on a train. If I'm on a long train journey, I just kind of will have to plan around that. I just cannot. It's not ideal, but I'm also trying to drag as much life out of this phone as possible.
Oh yeah, my phone is on the brink of death, but I don't want to buy another phone.
It's a lot of admin.
I cannot be bothered. It's a lot of admin and it's money.
Yeah.
Until this physically will not turn on, I am not getting rid of it.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Vimto.
These are going to be quite hard to pour into mugs from a sports cap.
Can we not take off the big thing?
Oh God.
Or if you have your little squirt technique, then sometimes I just do these things on purpose. I don't even veil it anymore. I'm just there if I just say something about squirting, it might make Fraser Oliver laugh, and that kind of gives me validation in this life. Shout out Paul Scudder, because this is
We could not have Paul Scudder on say
Paul Scudder is a slut for this.
So sorry if Paul's watching, we just called him a slut.
He's definitely not watching. He doesn't value our friendship enough.
Oh.
No, he does. God. He does. That's.
I now hope he's not watching it.
We love you, Paul. We love you, Paul. No, he does. He does. We're very well in frame. I framed up the camera quite nicely today. I just love the Mike and Sully mugs.
Yeah, and then we've got the Elvin and...
I feel like I haven't addressed why I've got a fatty fucking A on
Right,
mine.
let's try our Vimto, and we'll get to the hoodie.
We've got structure to this podcast,
right.
we can do it.
I'll let you go first, there's no dead air,
cheers,
otherwise it'll be absolutely in the bin. Yeah, come on, we've got to have some sort of... I love this mug. Oh, what are we thinking?
It's very watery.
Because I was thinking this, because we both like, we spoke about this yesterday, when we have squash, it is the strongest fucking squash. Is this not?
No, there's this odd flavour to it that doesn't seem to work.
What flavour is it?
It's... Paul, let us know in the comments below.
Which has got a fuck ton of berries on it.
I know.
Doesn't actually say what it's...
What the shit?
Oh, just a grape, blackcurrant and raspberry.
I mean, it's not...
It's not horrible. I will drink it, but
not very good.
I don't think I'd ever go, oh, I really fancy it. Like, Paul drinks it like tap water.
Like, yeah.
He'll have 4 bottles in his bag, at least.
Man will be, like, bleeding out. He'll be giving blood, and it will just be, what
Vimto.
type are you? Type V. Stands for Vimto.
Great.
What were we saying we were going to avoid?
The hoodies.
The hoodies.
What?
So, this gaff hosted, as some of you will know, a Halloween party. We went,
we went all the way downstairs.
Right here. You might not believe this. We do, look like virgins. But, like, we had friends on this sofa.
We did.
We played beer pong just over there. I had a shite night at beer pong.
We were on a team together. We kind of bottled it.
Well, because basically, usually, I'm used, and I know this is, like, big excuses. Usually, I'll be used to playing on a much longer table, and you're just allowed to go for it. Apparently, I'm not. Because we had a shorter table, people like, now you've got to bounce
very short. I think if you were just throwing it in, I think the game would be over. It'd be good to whoever went first would have won.
There's less skill to a bounce.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Oh yeah. It was a shambles of a game.
But no, I'll hold my hands up. And as you can see, this wasn't planned. I was just there like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it my Alvin.
Well, it's just a very comfy hoodie. I just quite like wearing it.
And I'm also there, like, I've worn it on a couple of podcasts and a couple of videos. You know the shovel hoodie?
Yes. It's
like, I will never wear that hoodie outside because it's ugly. I can't wear this outside because it's got a massive fucking A on it. But I could just wear it around the gas. So it's going, it's like those like grey Gymshark shorts I wear all the time.
This is my
sort
of like
classic
pajama. If I'm just getting up, I need to go down and get a glass of water. I'm just going to whack the hoodie on.
Yeah.
It's very comfy.
But the Halloween party overall was...
It was...
I have to admit, I have fading memories of the last
I have
stages.
very intermittent memories of what happened. But it was good fun.
I have to admit, I woke up to a very embarrassing video. I think at this point, and I have no memory of this stage. I remember people slowly starting to leave.
Yeah, people just sort of started to, sort of fade out.
And then, basically, because we just started a playlist, I think as a joke, because I remember sat here a few days before, creating the playlist, it's like shared playlist, and for a joke, because it's kind of become a little bit of a joke, in our friendship group, we add House of Holbein from Six the Musical.
Great song.
It's basically just a rave, basically, but from a musical. It's fun.
It's a good fun.
And obviously, I completely regret adding that song to the playlist now, because I reckon it's about 1 a.m. I am fucking gone, and I am just there, whacking out fucking Fortnite dances.
It was great. It's one of the greatest videos.
House of Holbein.
It's such a good video.
And it got put on multiple stories.
And Snapchat, Instagram, multiple people. It was everywhere.
It was a moment of shame.
No, it was the costume you were doing it that made it what it was.
Yes, no, because half the night we did this, and then
basically
I don't think you told me beforehand you wanted to change halfway through.
But then basically I was getting really hot because I was wearing this hoodie. There were 20 odd people in our house, very small area. I was boiling, so I was like, James, I'm going upstairs to get changed into another costume. If you want to, otherwise you'll just walk around in an A hoodie.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, cool. So I go upstairs and get changed into Mrs. Doubtfire.
And I just have this, because about a month ago I bought a backup Halloween costume in case no group costumes came together. And it was a nun. So I'm just there with this big cross around my neck, fucking like nothing on. And then it's the awkward thing where basically someone lived locally and they were coming late, so we'd gone to collect them.
Oh god.
So I had a pair of Vans on. So it was just like a nun costume, and I'm there doing a kick line in fucking dirty Vans.
It was incredible. It's the fact that it wasn't even like a sexy nun costume, it was just a nun costume. Like, it wasn't even...
Next year I might go with something sexy, because, you know...
Sexy nun.
A sexy nun.
There we go.
God, yeah, the nun went to the gym.
Christ.
It's shit
content. That was good, though. That was...
It was a very fun Halloween party, and it's... You know, I feel like it was nice for, like... Because it was one of those things where it was like, because it's Halloween, you can kind of like get that sort of like big group together, whereas usually you wouldn't be able to, and that's why I would happily encourage a similar thing, even if we have to like host it again. Like, I'll happily encourage a similar thing to happen, because it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I think we should also like a Christmas thing later, or like...
I don't even think I can like last till Christmas.
I don't know, I'm saying like guaranteed Christmas, but do like a in-between.
Mid-November, just get
like a
cheese and
we
wine.
should have like
Like
cheese and wine.
Get some Pinot Grigio going.
Bit of brie.
Bit of
honeycomb on the brie.
Cheers, Alfie.
There we go.
Not the brother, the YouTuber.
That was very
cool.
James.
Yes.
Let me talk to you about something that recently.
Please do. It's a podcast.
Recently, this has been doing my fucking head in. And I'm curious as to if you have any of these.
Oh yeah.
Pet peeves, James.
Yes.
Do you have any pet peeves?
Ketchup.
Okay.
I don't know. What is the exact definition of?
In my head, a pet peeve is something that's really small and really doesn't matter that much, but grinds your fucking gears. You're like, this is fucking insufferable.
Is it kind of because my first reaction like
that was a very quick reaction
in terms of what the definition of like pet peeves means, kind of like I think I've talked about it vaguely on this podcast before, like out of like because obviously the word ick you would usually associate with like relationship. I would describe pet peeves as like out of relationship icks.
Yeah, just like more like general icks.
Like, for example, when there's beans in the middle of... I'm joking. It's all good.
I want to know.
Oh no, yeah, someone left beans in the middle of the sink. There were some beans just sat there, and it scared me a little bit this morning, because I just looked at them and I was there like, there's beans. Why are there beans there? And I was like, oh, someone must hate beans. It was an intense life, honestly. I had a little conversation with myself. Yeah, no, I'm good. No, but little things, like... Is it less like actual things and more... Is it like quirks of people?
So the reason I brought this up is because what I've discovered recently is people that walk unbearably slow for no given reason.
No, that's irritating.
In the middle of the path, just sort of really fucking... And it's not a path that's wide enough where you can go round them, and they're just fucking walking slow, or in a shop. And it's like, please just... Or people just stop randomly. They'll just be walking and they'll suddenly stop. And you're like, what is fucking warning? Like, fucking people just do my head. So that's what, people walking unbearably slowly. For me, people that drive unbearably slowly on a road where...
Seems to be a lot of pace related.
It's just people.
I'd like to throw one in the ring.
Go
on. People that say... are you bored when you've got no one on your checkout?
Oh my god.
People that think, just in general...
At work, people who think they're being funny. So I go, you must be quite busy. Yes, I'm quite busy. Yeah. I'm running round, yes, I'm busy. Shut the
The classic, there's no barcode. Oh, so I can have it for free then?
Yeah.
People that think they make the most original jokes, and yet they must be the most boring people in bed. Legitimately, like, they must like have like the intellectual capacity of a pea.
So, I really enjoy. There's our quote for the week.
Cool. Yeah, intellectual capacity of a pea.
But that's what I'm talking about. Things that, like, in the grand scheme of things, they don't matter.
Trying to think of some
but
others.
When they happen, you're like
the Pet Peeves podcast.
The Pet Peeves podcast. That's a great name for a podcast.
No, but we could do a.
We could do a whole thing on.
Maybe we save
Maybe
that.
we
We
should.
write that down, and we actually prep for a podcast.
You know what? I'm gonna write because I've got a little on my notes. I've got like notes for podcasts. And then I've got themes for the podcast for when we're struggling. So let me just write that down.
Because then we can actively, like, you know, with a bit of preparation, like, plan out, like, you know, come with like 5 pet peeves and discuss them
That would be good
for a podcast.
For content. For content.
We had our assessments.
Oh, we did.
We did. Shout out, Katie Scene Partner Shepherd. You smashed it. Well in. You were a great. You were a great doctor, and you were. How do you go about?
I don't know.
Especially on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were great.
Well, yeah. Let's just say that.
It was. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
Okay.
I find overall, like, that is like the least nervous like I've ever been for any like assessment or anything, and I feel like it could be a mix of like multiple things. One of it I've got to admit is like I feel like I found an ability just to like care a bit less in a good way.
Yeah.
But I also genuinely think there was a bit more. Oh yeah, I'll say it, like preparation. Like, like I was never going into like the scenes I was doing, going for the first time in quite a while. Going, I might fuck up my lines here. Like I said, like no, I know my lines. I'm good, and like I knew the choices I wanted to make.
Like I was genuinely excited to get like I was excited to get up and do it. Like more than I'm next.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm ready.
Well, I don't think I was actively excited.
For my first thing is I was like, right, I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's. And yeah, like, you know, yes, I might make a fool out of myself, and so what? That's like good, fine.
I think overall it was nice because this is the first time I think everyone has performed in front of everyone. Well, mostly because some people just didn't show up to other people's performances, which unless they had valid reasons for was slightly rude.
Yeah.
But. You know, I think it was interesting to finally, like, for the first time, especially as, you know, like, I think it was quite hard to judge people, because I knew for myself, going into, like, first year, I was there, like, this is nerve-wracking, because I haven't acted for a year and a half. I wasn't great before, I could be shit now.
You know, you don't know what I'm up against. Like, I don't know how these people are, I don't know if they're, like, great, if they're, like, I don't know what's happening.
And then, you know, you come to second year, and then, you know, like, you do your performance, and then, you know, sometimes you got to back yourself and go, you know what? That wasn't shit.
And then, like, I've seen everyone on the course act now. And that makes me feel like, even going into, like, future projects, whoever I'm with, I know I've seen them do something.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's nice to know.
It's nice to see, to actually see what's going on.
How do you feel like yours went?
I think my first one went well. The second one, I didn't really like the second scene as much, but I think they both went well.
I think one of the things that I was very happy about, especially having seen everyone else's, I think a lot of the scenes that people were either like made to do or they chose, I would have probably like told Katie Scene Partner Shepherd, no, I'm probably not happy to do that. I'm glad I realised, like I know we've had conversations with Jess, who wasn't particularly happy with her second scene in terms of like the content of it, and it was kind of that like conversation of I'm glad I went in and like had a backbone, and like whether my performance was good or bad, we'll see in my feedback. But it was nice. It was, you know, nice to know like I backed myself. Like I did the scenes I wanted to do.
Yeah. No, that's. Yeah, I think that's the other thing is because this is the first assessment we've done where it's been doing scenes that are modern that we will actually have a chance of doing. Like the other assessment we did last time was from Chekhov plays, which is like old stuff. These were all contemporary plays, so this is like 2000 stuff. This is stuff that feasibly we will do if we make it in the industry. So that was a more motivation for me as well. It's like, if I can do this, like, good, that's what I'm wanting to do.
I know we were having this conversation yesterday. It was very much like, because this is very irrelevant people who don't understand.
Yeah.
Lol. Chekhov, because that's what we were doing at the end of like first year, Chekhov is very famous. Chekhov plays rarely get put on.
No.
It is very unlikely that in my hopeful acting career, I will ever be asked to do a Chekhov play. However, just doing modern dramatic plays, obviously it's very unlikely that I'm ever going to be hired to do a Simon Stevens play. But
that
just doing
style of performance is something. If we're good at it, that gives me confidence. Right, okay, I might have a chance. Good, I could do live. That's good.
But it was what I also liked was just in terms of like seeing a range of scenes and like almost like as kind of like a check to myself, going, yeah, I feel like if I was given that scene, I could probably play that character. And it was also interesting to go, like, I probably couldn't play that. Like in the scenes that I chose, I ended up. It's interesting for me and like my journey of trying to improve going forward is I'm there like I ended up with 2 stronger characters, and it would be interesting for me going forward to see if and when if that is just my type.
Yeah.
And I just that's just what I'm good at, playing those stronger, more forward characters. And then taking on that challenge eventually of someone who's more reserved, more that type of challenge.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
I'm now much more excited to go forward with like the rest of this year and then obviously next year.
And doing a play is very exciting.
Plays is so just to actually have a full script and hopefully have a character and just get in it and go for it.
Because that's the industry. That's get a play, work on it, perform it, bish bash bosh.
And that's like a big format. Like that's like set. That's prop. That's like a proper proper show.
And I think that's going to be one of my things going into it, is even if there are certain elements that just aren't working out, because this is only one of like 2 times that we're going to be like, right, this is a play you are doing, I've got to enjoy it. I've got to work out in what ways I'm not enjoying it. Right, so for example, from knowing the style of my director, it's looking like it's going to be a lot of like physical work, it's going to be a lot of like jogging, for example, I might have to do quite a lot of. How do I try and enjoy that process more? Well, it's about trying to get fitter, so then I'm not feeling tired for the rest of the day. I'm really going to be trying to making a conscious effort to enjoy the process.
Yeah, it's that and like trying to enjoy the people that like you're like doing it with, because like if like the director I've got, I've never met before. I've never had him before. I know you worked with him, but I've never. So I've got like, right, okay, this is a fresh person. I need to go in there and show, look, I can do this. I am competent. Please give me a good role.
I am competent.
I am competent. Please give me a good role.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
exciting times ahead, and I always feel like we have our like many like verticals on this podcast, and like at the end of the day, we don't have to like. I know this is a slight change almost, but like I will always encourage us to feel free to talk about nerdy elements going on in the world, what's going on in our own YouTube channels, what's going on in acting. Because at the end of the day, I feel like not only is this like, maybe one day a nice like log of our lives to look back on a little bit, especially now it's weekly.
Well, that's how it started, it was just, we were like, we have some good funny conversations, we should record them. And that's like, there never was meant to be like a specific what this podcast is. It's just sort of, we're just having a bit of a waffle. Yeah,
and it's fun to talk about those things as well going on in our lives, because guess what? We are the thing that gives me confidence in saying that and not feeling like we have to talk about more like rigid things to make things interesting is that we are not a fitness podcast or a beauty podcast. Yeah. If people don't like us, which sounds egotistical, but if people don't like us, there's no reason for them to watch.
No.
Therefore, so if occasionally we talk about our own lives quite a lot, that's what the podcast is.
It's literally,
not feeling guilty about that.
Yeah, like there are some YouTube channels where people will subscribe for the content more than the personality and vice versa. This is a very personality, like, if you don't like us,
give up.
Yeah, then because it's very much our opinions on things, our experiences on things that if you don't like us, you probably are not going to care about. Sorry.
Speaking of vague updates in life, I haven't made this decision fully, but I'm pretty sure it's the direction I'm going in. The Nerdy Brit channel is very likely to become a fully Doctor Who channel going forward.
Okay. And why is that?
It is. Well, I've kind of been like, without telling anyone, kind of just like experimenting with that. Obviously, it was obviously helped by like literally being around an episode, but like views are going well, things are very consistent, people are consistent like subscribing. It's one of those things. It's two things. It's me looking at it from my perspective and me trying to look at it from my audience's perspective. From my perspective, it's the content I just enjoy making more. And it's not like I enjoy making Marvel content, for example, but it just doesn't get views.
Yeah, Marvel content just generally is not.
It's very hard to carve out a space for yourself in the Marvel space. But I really enjoy making Doctor Who content. It still does get views compared to... Because I'd say the other big thing on my channel is probably like musical theatre type content. Which...
Like your musicals you haven't seen before.
Like, you know, like a lot of the times it was there like, you know, pretty close between each other. I was there like... Six reaction video, Heather's reaction video, both of them, like, views.
Yeah.
Like for my channel, like, views. But even then, it took me so long to, like, hop back onto that. Because it's just soul crushing. I just don't enjoy it. And it's not like... Obviously, one day, I'd quite like it to be... Side hustle sounds a bit wanky. But yes, I would quite like the Nerdy Brit channel to become a side hustle. But it also has to, like, come from some place of enjoyment.
Yeah, well, because I think that comes across in the content. If you're not enjoying what you're talking, like, I can't even remember who it was, I watched a video this morning, and I turned it off after that. I was like, they don't care. Like, they actively... They're talking about some, like, sort of nerdy news that clearly they just weren't versed in. So I was like, it'd be like me doing a Doctor Who video.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not as passionate about, like, I will watch it, I enjoy it, but I'm not passionate enough to talk. It wouldn't come across well.
Yeah.
And it was, I was like, if you're not enjoying what you're talking about, just don't talk about it. It's...
I also feel like from, like, an audience perspective, like, my channel has been set up in a way, you know, where I just kind of, like, talked about, like in, like, the old days of my channel, like, I would literally just make a video on anything I wanted. Like, there's video on like fucking like Game of Thrones and like fucking like Fast and Furious. Like, if I wanted to talk about it, I just made a video on it and saw what stuck. Obviously, Doctor Who was one of the things that kind of like stuck, so I kept doing it. And I'm very glad that is one of the things that stuck, because I would have been quite irritated if Doctor Who content, you know, hadn't been my thing going forward. But also, from an audience perspective, right now it's kind of like... My channel is basically lots of Doctor Who, quite a few musical theatre videos, the occasional MCU video, and that is, especially without, the musical theatre stuff just always comes across odd to an audience. And yes, I might lose subscribers from the musical theatre, but I don't really care.
Yeah. Would that be a thing where you'd announce it, you do a video like, I'm changing, would you do like...
I probably will, but then what I also haven't said is, never say never, like, you know, like, if I want, I can always just create a new channel and slowly just move musical theatre videos over there. If I'd be surprised, because I've got other things and projects and little bits I want to start, and that's a thing that I don't really want to actively take up time, but, you know, it's more like... You know, there are certain types of, like, videos you enjoy, like, you know, I love, like, ranking songs from musicals, but not only do they take a lot of effort to produce, you will run into, like, a lack of content very quickly.
Yeah.
Because, you know...
There's only certain amount of musicals that you know and enjoy well enough to rank every song.
Others would care.
Like we both enjoy Blood Brothers, but ranking songs from Blood Brothers would not perform well, because it's not niche, but it's niche enough that people would not either actively search for Blood Brothers content or get recommended it.
I also think, and I understand this can come across as egotistical, but I don't care because this is genuinely my opinion. Without being rude, and I have a lot of respect for a lot of like Who-tubers in the space, I might be less consistent than a lot of them, which hopefully focusing all of my Doctor Who efforts onto it will help.
Yeah.
I think I make better videos than a lot of the big channels in the space. Like there are some, and I don't want to name any of the good ones because then that implies who I'm talking about as a bad one. But none of them will watch this anyways. But you know, like
hello William Who, if you're watching.
I love William. I love William Who content and Twitter. Big at William Who. I really do want to see if I can sort of collab with him at some point.
That would be incredible.
But yeah, I think I know my worth. I know what I can create, and I know if I put my mind to it, I can become a big element in that space, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would rather have a dedicated community of 10,000 Doctor Who subscribers than a wishy-washy mix of 50k of people who, you know, I'd rather have 10k subs but 5k views a video than 50k subs but, you know, 2-3 because no one really knows what they're expecting and getting.
Yeah.
But building a community, and I'm going to work towards that, and I believe that is my next step going forward. And hopefully I can still, because I have to admit I've been a bit wishy-washy on the upload schedule, so hopefully I can get properly back into that. Obviously then, in 2 weeks we're going to hit because that's one of the bad things about the play, circling things back. I know I'm doing a lot of waffling, I'm sorry. But we are going from 4 days a week of 9 to 5, which is lovely, which I really enjoy as part of the course. 4 days of 9 to 5 mixed with, I'm not going to reveal the specifics of either because that's weird. Basically, 4 days of that, the other 3 days I'm contracted to work, I'll never get a full day off. And with winter, just because I don't want shit lighting, any days I'm at uni 9 to 5, I can't film because when you get back it's dark and you want maybe good lighting.
It's one of those things where since we started our second year, it's been like half days every day, like for 4 days. In which case you can either film when you get home on a half day or you get like a day But now we both got jobs 9 to 5, 4 days. Film. This is where I'm gonna, because I used to be really good at like backlogging videos. Yeah. I used to look and have like 5 or 6 videos like scheduled. I don't have today's video scheduled. I'm filming on Saturday, on Saturday. I need to film, edit, and get that up. I need to like backlog. I want to go through backlog videos so I have them.
No, I need to get better at that because
I really want to stick to this schedule because that'd be nice.
I think what I'm gonna have to just start do is like have days where you know you are just filming and not putting any pressure on yourself to edit them. Yeah. And then use the evenings where it's dark so you can edit. Like
you can edit at whatever time you like.
Like if I finish at 5, but I have a video filmed, it is perfectly reasonable to come home, edit it, and put it up that day. Yeah. That's fine. You just have to have a video in the back catalogue. And yeah, so hopefully that will all work out. And fingers crossed. Yeah, it'll be all right. We will be absolutely okay. Fraser.
Yes.
A surprise for you.
Oh, thank you, James.
So McDonald's Monopoly. Yes. Do you know what's coming?
I don't.
We kind of did it. We kind of need to grab our food at some point. We'll work out a time when we can just go grab a load of free food. Because
I think I know what's.
Now there was one thing that we were like, oh shit, we didn't realise we got this.
Oh.
Personalised magnets. So I was like, oh, it's alright, I'll sort that, I'll bring it to the podcast.
I completely forgot about this.
Genuinely arrives 5 minutes before camera start. I was thinking it was going to have to be like a notes podcast in a couple of weeks. I was going to keep it hidden until then because it works better on a notes podcast. I should have had more creativity with this. Because when you went on the website, you could have 9 different ones.
What?
But it was about 2 a.m. in the morning when I was doing this.
Oh my god.
So I didn't really have much creativity.
God.
Also, did have to pay £4 postage, but it was worth it.
Okay, so it's free with £4 postage. I'm so excited.
I just got the map logo
so
9 times.
We now have a mouse mat and 9 map magnets.
I might just put them all 9 on the fridge. Yeah, so I paid £4 for that.
Oh,
we got
that's incredible.
Just 9 magnets with our faces on them.
That's great.
It's some great branding.
That is incredible.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's great.
That's great content.
I was very excited that's come through.
I completely forgot about that.
Well,
We do need to cash in our other free
yeah, I'd quite might as well it's free food.
That is.
For uni students. Come on.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
That's great.
My god.
That is quality content.
Just got 9 magnets on our faces.
We do just have 9 magnets.
We have a lovely segment that I'm really enjoying. Where
It's
we just go
fucking
through,
fantastic.
find a list of things ranked, and we give our opinions on them.
It's great.
Cooked breakfast.
One of the things that we bloody love.
I love a full English breakfast.
You know, we went for a little phase of going through roast, which I'm quite sad actually, because I can reveal I am now contracted on a Sunday, so I don't think until I get a day off I'll ever get a proper. So basically,
that's really sad.
The first day we have off, I have
Sundays.
off on a Sunday. I am doing a roast with the boys,
Oh.
and no one is telling me otherwise.
It was at the Norway Inn we went to. That was
fantastic.
remarkable.
Mm.
So yeah, I've got a list of items on a cooked breakfast ranked.
Which
1 to
is
12.
what I was saying. We need to go through a phase of going and eating
We
cooked
do.
breakfast because I happily go through that
Spoons
phase.
cooked breakfast. Don't you?
Ooh, it's just
the new one. The farmer's one's got the open soon. Or is it pushed back to I don't know what's
no
going on
one
with it.
knows. No one knows. Baffling life.
Number 12. I couldn't agree more. Black pudding.
Look, if you put a plate of a fry up on me, I felt that.
If you have a fry up.
If a fry up was put in front of me,
Yeah.
cheers, I don't know what I had to play, that didn't work,
These things happen.
and it didn't have a black pudding, I wouldn't think twice.
Okay.
If it does,
Yeah.
I would eat it, say it's alright, and
Do you
move
agree
on.
with it being 12th?
Depends, because there's a couple of items.
11th, I think, maybe should should swap with number 12, and that's ketchup. Because I don't mind ketchup, but on a breakfast, you've already
Well,
got enough
I've
going on.
actively already insulted
you-
ketchup.
I don't mind. If I'm having chips, I might have a bit of ketchup. I quite like. But on a there's so much going on that plate. Ketchup is ruining that. Get your ketchup away from my fry up.
But you've got to use the elements of the fry up to
You've
your
got
advantage.
baked bean sauce there.
You've clearly
You're
not using your baked beans.
grilled
You've clearly not
tomato.
using
You might literally have a grilled tomato on there. There's tomato. You don't need ketchup.
you need some
you just
liquid,
don't.
use your yolk.
Yeah. Oh.
Come on. Stop taking the piss.
Number 10. I've never had fried bread. I've never had fried bread,
Uh,
so I can't comment.
I've always said this. Basically, there were 2 or 3 different incidences where my mum would make fried bread for a meal, and then without being too graphic, it would come up.
Yeah.
So I am baffled by fried bread. 'Cause I don't know if my system just can't deal with that much oil all at once.
Well, yeah, that's it. Sure, it's very greasy and
But
bread absorbs things. So sure, it just absorbs the oil, and then you've got this greasy fucking slab of carb.
obviously I'm not allergic to oil. I'm not allergic to Hovis. So, but yeah, I would put it last just because my body. Well, my body when I was about 12 or 13
Just
wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Eggy bread.
Oh,
Remember on
eggy
scout
bread.
camps?
Oh, I love it.
Eggy bread every morning. Fuck me silly, it was
Eggy
class.
bread. Tomatoes at number 9, James. We just spoke about tomatoes as a reason to not have ketchup because you got your grilled tomatoes going. Now the picture they've given us is a tomato cut in half and grilled. If I'm having a grilled tomato, I'd rather a slice of tomato grilled than an entire tomato grilled.
The problem is, right? First of all, a brekkie doesn't need it.
No,
No brekkie is, like needing that. And then the other problem is that it just doesn't taste nice.
it's like you with black pudding, where if it's on the plate, I'll eat it.
Oh no.
I'm never going to go, excuse me, where's my grilled tomato? Unless it's like a whole tomato cut in half and grilled. Because you've still got like raw, cold tomato at the bottom. If it's a slice, I can just about deal with that. But it should be much further down, you don't need it.
Just because, like, obviously, like, ketchup is a condiment, you wouldn't just, like, automatically put ketchup on someone's plate.
Yeah.
I believe tomato is the only element of a classic fry-up that I would leave if served.
Okay.
I just wouldn't eat it.
Tomato, this is completely off top. Tomato in a burger is rancid. Because it just makes it soggy.
I can't be very interesting because I just don't like...
Oh, I love a burger.
Tomato.
I love a burger.
I do love a burger. I'll never order a burger though because I just make bangers myself.
This is... I've never had number 8, James, so this will be handed over to you. Brown sauce.
Oh, I've never had brown sauce either.
Okay,
so
we're not middle-aged.
No,
we're not
We
fathers.
can insult the middle-aged though, because if anyone middle-aged is watching this podcast, you're not. So
if you are,
so if you're middle-aged,
do you like
brown sauce? Let us know in the comments below.
Sorry, number 7 should be so much higher up for me. Hash brown.
What?
I love a fucking... I would...
hash brown?
Genuinely, I would just cook hash brown. I would just eat hash brown. I love hash
genuinely.
browns. If there was less admin of cooking it, by that I mean putting it in the oven for half hour.
It's not the time.
That's
The
what
time
I'm
it
going to
takes
the
them,
time, but
yeah.
I just love hash browns. They are incredible. That is a
Hungover
prime...
hash browns are what you need.
Oh my god. They're just... Number 7, they've been done dirty.
They've been done very dirty.
Number 6 is the mushroom.
Now, my body is a temple. I'm a man of pure health, as you can tell. But I think fried mushrooms, obviously, they're not going to
raw.
like, like they're genuinely tasty. They work well complementing other elements. You get your vitamin C. While I wouldn't put it above a motherfucking hash brown,
mental.
because it's an
See,
needed
I
element.
can't eat mushrooms because I used to, like you with fried bread. I used to throw them up whenever I ate anything mushroom. And now I tried them recently and I did throw up. From that I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, I get that.
They make me feel a bit.
You do build like relationships with certain things in your
like
childhood. Like I remember, it was kind of like at Scouts. I loved the Scouts. It was kind of like we were doing like an I'm a Celeb night, which is quite ironic because I'm a Celeb will start the same day this podcast comes out.
I'm so excited.
Come on, Eileen.
There'll be a lot of I'm a Celeb chat on these waffle ones.
There will not. There'll
be a lot.
What was I? In the Scouts. We did a little I'm a Celeb night, and it was kind of we did like a food challenge. I think it was like a piece of like wet, soggy cheese.
Oh.
And again, it just came up.
Yeah, that's rank.
So like anything like feta or like any salad cheese.
Yeah.
Anything that's just wet.
I just
can't
feta's just not.
You've definitely build relationships with food as a child.
I think for me, this next one is the first one that's been put in the right place, I think. Number 5 is the fried egg. Because I like a fried egg, but I think 5 is quite a good spot considering what else is on your plate when you get a fryer.
Trying to think what... Because obviously I'm trying to like pre-plan in my head and think what's higher. I'm not sure it might go a little bit... Because I think the egg is a lovely balancer. It's a lovely bit of health to add to the sort of less healthy elements. You've got like some beautiful flavours with the bread. You've got the yolk working really well to add some flavours. It's a bit more like if you've had a bite of like a sausage, that's quite like a heavy bite. Yeah. So kind of like a little bit of like a lighter bite of an egg. I'm over-analysing that.
No, that's
incredibly too much. But I respect a fried egg quite a lot in a fry-up.
They've written each of these has got like a little description on why they're there. I'm not going to read them all out because they're quite boring for the most part. But this one says the slight browning and crispiness at the edges. Now, For me, that's overcooking the fried egg.
You want a crispy
If you've
egg.
got brown and crisping on the edge, you've overcooked your fried egg.
Just have some Walkers afterwards
Yeah,
if you want crisp. Like, don't... Why are you crisping your egg?
I was like, that's not... That's why you put it 5th, because you cooked it wrong.
That makes no sense.
Number 4 is bacon.
Number 4?
What?
The staple.
Number 4 is bacon.
The thing you eat the fucking thing for. 4th?
I'm baffled by that.
4th? And also, obviously, the direct comparison is bacon or sausage.
Yeah.
Bacon is better than sausage. I love a sausage.
Oh, yeah. No, bacon is...
Bacon is better than a sausage. Like,
even, like, outside of a fryer, bacon is so... You do anything with bacon.
Bacon is fucking...
Bacon sarnie. Chuck it... You chop it up. Chuck it anything you want. Just
Cheap little omelette.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I have an omelette.
Any soup that has bacon in it is usually quite good.
Leek bacon potatoes.
Yeah.
I want to do a leek potato soup.
Ooh.
I like a leek potato soup. Yeah, 4 for bacon is
4th is
mental,
poor.
especially when 3 is sausages. Let's just sort of.
What's like a baked bean is going to be like 2 or 1. Like, I like a baked bean.
Baked bean is 2.
But like,
how are baked beans 2nd? And then first is buttered toast.
What? What?
The top 2 are beans on toast. Fuck your fry up then and just have beans on toast.
You taking a piss?
No. Beans is 2nd and buttered toast is 1st. No!
Right, yeah.
Come on here.
Can we have some reactions to this, please?
We're doing our fry it up sort of cooked breakfast tier list.
Come.
Getting top 5, okay? Fried egg, then bacon, then sausage. Top 2, baked beans as 2nd, and buttered toast as 1st.
Buttered.
The first 2 are beans on toast.
I disagree with baked beans being
I like
second,
toast should be
but
first.
toast being first. Toast is an addition.
Yeah, toast isn't even a
Toast
main
doesn't
part.
make the bastard meal.
Toast isn't a main element of the
What do you think? What the fuck?
I'm glad. Like, literally, we could solve these problems. Just give them a beans on toast. Fuck off the rest of it.
A white person wrote this list.
That is probably like
Said from 3 white people sat on a sofa.
honestly.
That's also nearly as white as we are.
That's actually darker than I am.
Oh, beans on toast. Oh. How is sausage and bacon below beans and yeah, like toast?
And fried egg's been disrespected there.
Toast should be on like toast. Put it
Egg
on the
beats
side plate.
beans.
Yeah.
And also, brown sauce are fucking nuts.
Yeah, we completely got past
A
that.
70-year-old wrote that
A
list.
7-year-old white man constructed this with his brown sauce.
Bloke
Freaking
who
beans
votes
on
for
toast.
Rishi Sunak.
Oh, political satire on the Mediocre podcast. That is a shambles for that. I'm glad
If
you
you
feel
vote
that frustration.
Conservative, stop watching. How are you, Park? What's going on in your life?
Yeah, how's life?
Good. Cool, yeah.
That was really
I had a
intense.
lovely shower this morning. I'll edit that bit out. But
Thank you.
There's a bit
And they
behind the
stand
scenes
you just walked in front of the camera in
Yeah,
the same
well,
clothes.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much context there. Oh, that's a lovely orange hoodie that walked past.
okay.
Yeah, that.
That's
I should have put my
baffling.
green hoodie on to come join you.
Yeah, no, that would have been smart.
That's baffling.
Yeah, that's no.
Stupid list.
How?
I can't work that out in my head. How someone thinks baked beans are the second
How's-
best thing.
How's
Like the toast is just
No.
objectively wrong, but the beans.
the toast?
This
This
the
is coming from
second
2
best
blokes
thing.
who fucking love baked beans.
Yeah, no.
I'll be the first person to say beans on toast is a god tier. Like,
But as part of a fry-up, and you've gone a bit of Lurpak and a bit of Hovis, what?
and you can't hide. That's better than a fucking bacon rasher, cunt.
That implies if you were only allowed one element of a fry-up,
You'd go. You'd toast.
I'll have
some
some
Hovis. Like,
buttered
come on,
fucking
fuck
bread.
me. Imagine saying,
I know!
Imagine saying you can keep 3 items from a cooked breakfast, and their answer is toast, beans, and sausage.
Beans and sausages.
What? Yeah, they're having a tin of beans and sausages on toast.
Which is an
Which is
it's elite.
yeah, which we're open advocate, but
But you
that
don't
being
put
great.
cheddar on your fucking fry-up, do you?
Yeah,
Like,
like
you put cheddar on a Christmas dinner.
what?
Have you ever seen there's someone from our very niche
No, that's this podcast
on
is
Instagram
really-
every year?
Yes.
Well, for about 2 years. Someone from our college, who I
Yeah.
won't name drop here
Okay.
if you want to know afterwards.
I
I'll let
do
you
want to know.
But they put cheese On their
Like
roast
grated
dinner?
cheese on their roast dinner.
Great cheese onto their roast.
Do you know what's great? Is I've got 4 names floating around my head, and it's got to be one of these. Of who that is.
But I think that's cretinous.
That's
like ketchup on a fry-up. I disagree with on a fundamental human rights
because
level.
You've got enough going on.
I'm gonna
on
make
that
it worse. I used to know someone who used to put ketchup on his Christmas dinner.
Oh my! Have gravy.
Where's gravy?
You're right.
Gravy.
Ketchup on a roast dinner is actually worse than putting like nothing on it. If anyone has no offense, if someone has nothing on their roast dinner, it has a dry roast dinner, that's mental.
Gravy
but
goes
ketchup,
on the brown bits of
To be
food,
fair,
not the veg.
my mum does that, but because she's veggie and veggie
Yeah.
gravies are shit.
yeah, that's fine.
And she just has a lot of
But
butter with
but
it.
if someone makes the
she loves
conscious
butter.
choice to go,
I
I'm
have
gonna
autism.
Pardon?
what?
I have autism. I can't have gravy touching veg.
But gravy and
But
veg
gravy
is one of
and-
the best. That's
Right,
how,
for me-
that's how my mum made me eat
For
my
me-
veg, because she slathered it in fucking
Broccoli
gravy.
with gravy on it
Come.
is
That's
unparalleled.
So good.
Broccoli and oh my god, I want a roast dinner now.
I would love a roast
Great.
dinner now. Fucking fantastic. I've got to go to my job.
Fucking fantastic.
Ah! I just feel a lot of anger.
I'm really hungry now.
I've
It's got so much
absolutely-
food.
Oh, might have an omelette. Oh, I'll have an omelette. I'll have an omelette. Like a toast.
I have been debating or drink McDonald's. I'm not gonna.
But I've got to the problem is that I've got to like because I work in the evening, and I'm there like I'm not gonna want any food when I come in at 10.
Mm.
So what I'll do is I'll just grab one like a little bit of like free food that they'll give me at work. But I've kind of got to have like a bigger meal.
What free food do you get at work?
So basically it's like there's bread.
Yes.
So what I'll do quite often is they have like a loaf of like fruit bread. So I'll kind of just do like little like, fruit bread and butter.
Oh, lovely.
But they also just have like regular bread. They do have another little corner with like a couple of other bits in, but we don't have much. And also I'm there like I'm trying to save money, so I'm there like it might not be like the most nutritious meal, but I might as well just have some free
You get
bread.
free food.
Sometimes there's like bits of fruit there, some have a banana or something.
That's what I do where I work. If you go into the kitchen and it's quiet,
Yeah.
like, just whack me out like a bowl of chips or something. And they're like, yeah, okay. It's great. If they're quiet, you go there to give you food.
And then,
If they're bored.
so I might as well save money and eat the food there. But then I've also got to make sure, you know, like in that case, I'm eating enough before I go.
Yeah.
So I'm there, like, you know,
I find this when I
nice
have like
hearty
an
omelette.
evening shift. If I'm starting at like 3 o'clock, I'm not getting home till 10. I'm like, I've got to have like a proper hearty meal before I go. And it's a lot of because I don't feel like I want to eat a lot that early on in the day. It's a tough life, James.
Then I could have some poppadoms when I get back.
Oh, I love a poppadom.
I love a poppadom.
Poppadom.
Sort of prawn cracker. Oh, those could be things we do, like takeaway ones as well, like a Chinese.
Oh, James, we spend like too many god tier food. I really want a Chinese, a roast, and a fry up.
Mukbang!
A mad mukbang.
No, but I'm a gross eater.
Yeah, no, so am I.
Like shit will
It's gone within 10 minutes.
I've already spilt a little bit of my Vimto, not gonna lie.
The Vimto grew on me, I'd like to say that, bit of a throwback. It kind of grew on me. Yeah.
I think it's a bit shit, to be fair, but you know.
Big up Paul Scudder.
Big up Paul
He
Scudder.
loves his
My
Vimto.
Rubicon.
dad loves Vimto.
Rubicon!
Rubicon, you could have this. This drink segment could be all yours.
This could be the drink segment sponsored by Rubicon, but because you fucked it,
Could be the podcast sponsored by Rubicon,
Yeah.
you fucking plebs.
if you got your shit together,
I sent you an email, you could have responded.
imagine if they have and you just write into spam or something.
Maybe, yeah. It's on the map email,
Oh,
I just
no.
need to, check it at some point, but it went unresponded to.
Fuming.
I think I've invaded this podcast long enough. King of Oranges on
Um,
TikTok. Bye.
Most likely will put you in the thumbnail because for some reason the thumbnails that have guests in do quite well.
Yeah, they do actually, yeah.
So we will.
I'm happy to be in the thumbnail.
She's just not in the podcast.
Muppet tweets. Now on Twitter, when you like enough tweets from a certain topic,
Right.
it will send you a notification when there's been a tweet from that topic. Do you get that?
Yes, I do.
Even if you don't follow who's tweeted or anything like that,
I
it'll
get
go.
William Who updates all the time.
It's
Shout
even
out.
if you don't follow them, it'll go, oh, there's a new tweet from an interest you like. Now, I get a lot of Muppet tweets come through.
I think you've made me get some of
But
these. But
85% of these, because it just find the word Muppet and alert me, but they might be calling a footballer a Muppet. And it's like, I get it. And 95% of the tweets I get notified about will just be someone calling a politician a Muppet or some footballer. And I'll be like, no, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted to know what Kermit the Frog's up to, my G. Which is fun. Twitter's a strange place.
I know nothing about the whole like Elon Musk wanting to buy Twitter.
Did he?
Yeah, he's got it now.
Oh god, right.
And now there's something about £8 if you want to like stay verified a month. So you have to pay a Netflix fee if you want to have a blue tick.
Is it that deep?
But then surely most people with a blue... I don't think you can just automatically now just pay for a blue tick, I don't believe.
No, if you have a blue tick...
You're rich enough to afford a blue tick.
If you're verified on Twitter, £8 a month for your tick probably isn't that much out off... That's not skin off your nose, is it? Let's be honest.
But then on Twitter, you can also, like, as an account, like... just like, for example, like YouTube, like you do memberships or like Patreon for YouTubers, that type of thing. You can like do that for Twitter, so you can genuinely, like, people can pay to become a super follower of you, and they get their own tweets.
Oh no, I think I did see this.
I don't get why the fuck you would pay
to have someone,
because Patreon, like they actively make like videos and shit for you. Who gives a fuck about 140 characters?
Like Patreon, you could do like, oh, you're gonna get an extra video a week, or like there's usually on Patreon you get an unedited video, like just purely me, like you get bloopers, you'll get your actual content. You're paying, for what 140 characters of waffle. What? I don't. Is it
anyone who
if anyone's,
gets that
if anyone is a
bit
super
slow.
follower on Twitter? Little bit slow.
I think you also have to like.
Sorry, I really enjoyed that.
I understand that, like, in the world, especially like if you are you have followings, you want to make money. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's like taking things back to like 2017 where you've got Jackmate versus the whole like vlog crew.
Yeah,
little bits like. How far is too far when it comes to exploiting your audience?
Yeah.
I feel because let's face it, there are certain people on Twitter who might do that just because they know people would sign up. It's exploitation at that point.
Yeah, it is crash. Like, yes, people want money. Don't have because if someone says they've got a Patreon, I'm like, fair play.
Yeah.
Like as long as the content they're putting on their Patreon is good and like worth a lot, fair play. But signing, come on.
So
you're better than that.
It's like the difference between like, oh, I wrote a book, or I've ghost written a book.
Yeah.
There's
which
differences.
is quite big within like YouTube. You've written a book, well in.
Yeah.
If someone's put their name on a book that someone else has written.
And that gives us a great segue. If you want to buy some magnets, feel free.
Do a giveaway.
We've got about 7 or 8 of these to sell, so we're not giving away any of these. They're all just going to be littered on our fridge. Yeah. Because it's really funny.
It really is funny.
Incredibly funny because our housemate.
We should give one. We should give them to like Matt and Ben should have one.
Yeah. People can have some fridge.
Like the top.
Just whack it on our stories. First 5 people to
honourable
respond
mentions. Should have a
KTC Partner Shepherd. Let us know if you'd like a magnet with our faces on it, and you can have one. That's fine.
Shiv's got a sticker. Matt could put it on his like guitar or something.
That'd be cool. That'd be sick.
Get a promotion every time they do a gig.
Reckon there's a magnet on his guitar?
Oh,
would. I don't know.
It's semi-electric though.
Whack it on the guitar?
Yeah.
Just like, who the fuck's that? No face on it.
Well,
it's there. They're sat in the corner. Yeah. Hello and welcome to.
Just in toast doing a live episode of the podcast.
I don't think that would work out.
No, I don't.
That's been fun. Oh, we've gone to see Matt and Ben like.
We have. I want to go more. Like there.
Well, I went.
Go to the fish factory.
It's on a Saturday. I'll be working late.
Bollocks.
I think they're doing one on a. I think is it Toast on a Thursday? Is there somewhere else on the Thursday of that week which I'll go to?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll always go and support Matt and Ben.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they still watch the podcast, to be fair, because they haven't mentioned it in a while. But if you do,
yeah.
Thanks, guys. If again,
Genuinely.
Anyone that we know in our personal life, you want one of these, I'll happily.
Because we'll keep a couple, a few for our fridge.
Oh yeah,
but
there'll
if
be
you
at least.
Like one,
Basically, there'll be as many on the fridge until people want one, and then we'll give them.
I might
to
find
you.
a way to put one on my set.
Yeah, cool.
Just hide some on the set. Just like a little.
It's like when someone looked at my set and thought the like Tormund from Game of Thrones was a pop of me. They thought that was a bit egotistical, and I was there like,
we should make Mad Pop figures.
We should make Mad Pop figures.
You custom make one. That'd be good.
Whew. Well then, have I got any more notes? I'm still dying.
That's not good.
Not looking forward to work because
No.
I might just be dying at work, which will be fun. Very entertaining.
I found something out about my YouTube channel very quickly.
Did you?
Yes. So
I got that excited about that.
So I've been going on a bit of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared
You have?
joyride recently. I'm actually very, very much enjoying it. Watching all the new stuff on all 4. Episode 3, edited, put up, all good. Blocked. So I was like, shit. Blocked in some territories. That's not as bad. Blocked in the UK. Right, okay. It then says, so I went on like, see more, is this a big deal? Do I have to... This will only affect 11% of your audience. So I was like, so I went on. The majority of my audience is US.
Are you? Do you like that?
Initially, I was a bit like, what? Pardon? But now I'm like, from now on, I'm going to try and brand myself as, because Americans, I'm a British guy. I want to try and be the sarky British, because Americans love the British accent. I'm like, right, okay, I can. If I'm getting a majority American watch, I can try and capitalise on this with a capital C. So a global... Well, I'm going to do that whole speech.
That was great.
But I found that quite interesting. And then I got to work. I was like, on the night this video was meant to go up, I was like, it's fine. Checked on my phone about an hour before just to make sure it was all okay. Thumbnail and none of the details had carried over. I'm at work till 10. Videos going up and down. I'm like, oh shit. I can't like check the thumbnails on my laptop. Because if you were at home, I'd be like, James, can you like sort it?
Yeah.
You were at work, I was like, Park, I don't know how to do it. Shit. So I had to make the thumbnail on my phone and carry the details over. And the thumbnail looked shit for the first like few hours, and then I fixed it. I was panicking. I was like, there's no thumbnail, there's no title.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's blocked. And then it was 2 or 10. So clearly, so I'm not even going to appeal it, because it was like if you appeal it, they might just end up blocking it completely.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave it. They've given me the rest of the world, that's fine with me. But yeah, I found it was still, I found it quite interesting that the majority of my audience are American.
I'm genuinely quite curious now into my breakdown.
I think mine literally went American, Canada, some other, the Philippines I think, and then UK.
Oh.
Which was quite interesting.
Oh god, my audience is very...
I guess you do Doctor Who.
I do Doctor Who, yeah.
It's
so
very British.
in terms of analytics, I've got age is a tricky one because no one signs up to YouTube under 18. So
that,
it says my majority is between, I'd say, 18 and 34.
That might be.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if that's true.
But
then again, that's just the average age of people who watch YouTube.
Yeah, you're not going to get 70-year-olds watching YouTube. That's cool.
My channel is predominantly male. Which I don't. I don't want to gender
a split.
Is Doctor Who more of a male thing?
56-43 for male and female. So slightly more male.
I guess Doctor Who must be.
Yeah.
It's quite sad. I hope it's
yeah, literally.
Yeah. So with my channel, like geographies, UK is the biggest. Obviously, United States is up there. And Canada, Australia, Canada, and France posting big numbers.
Oh, mine literally is like 46% US. Are you doing all time or last 28?
Oh, mine was last 28 days. So I think it might average out. I'll do last year.
Okay.
Because I don't think I think lifetime would be quite. Yeah. So it's a bit less. Like the percentages balance out a little bit more, but it's still in the last year. United Kingdom is the biggest.
Mine's US, 41% US, 9% UK, 3% Philippines.
In the last year, my top 5 are UK, then US, then Australia, then Canada, and instead of France, in the last year, it's Germany.
Oh, I've got India and Canada as the last 2 rounds.
I will go to Lifetime, see what.
Mine's exactly the same. Oh no, India and Canada have swapped.
Mine is exactly the same. Just if I go to Lifetime, it's even more slightly balanced between UK and US.
Got it.
But it's nice to know.
Yeah,
You know?
I love looking at analytics. I will sit there
Analytics
genuinely
are
on my
a lot of
laptop and just like, what's going on?
It's interesting
how's
to do
life?
like other videos that like
Yeah,
my
I was looking at
audience.
that. Also, other channels that your audience have watched. I'm like, right, because then you go right.
Yeah.
If they're watching these channels, they like this kind of content. Cool.
There's a lot of Tharies, which is nice to see because obviously
Oh,
we're in similar spaces, which is nice. Yeah, lots of Doctor Who videos.
Lots of Docky Woo.
Oh, other channels that your
Yeah, I
audience
find that
watches.
interested.
Oh, Nerd Den's on there. Love you, mate. Councillor Geeks, we love Councillor Geeks. People watch my channel and the Crispy Pro channel.
Ooh.
And Tharies, we love your Tharies. Yeah, I'm not going to edit out every cough
No,
because
that's
guess
a
what?
lot.
I'm ill.
Get
I
over
will.
yourself.
I will try and edit the I think I sneezed earlier, so I'll try and edit that out because that's a bit grim. No one wants to see that. Yeah. Analytics. Well, thank you very much for watching this.
I love the thing. I really enjoyed that.
It's great.
Very
It's great. No, I'll let you out for this one actually.
Thank you very much for watching. Should we say subscribe? Should we do that? You should do that.
Yes, subscribe.
Subscribe if you're enjoying this. He has the channel. It'll be over his head somewhere, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I have a channel. It'll be here somewhere. This is the channel. Subscribe. Goodbye. Enjoy your life.
Yeah. Might actually turn it off just for less editing reasons.